Hello everyone, I'm Zurich Sword Sentinel, and welcome back to Century of Economy. Seeing pirates approaching, the English throw together a hasty line of defense, with the Black Knight, Swallow, Burma, and Titan making up the core. The pirates have captured the frontier. Angelica and the Flying Dutchman guard their prize, and El Dorado is slowly making her way to them. Of note, the Pearl has emerged from the fog, but jumps right back in, as she did not have favorable positioning emerging. The Spanish plan is becoming clearer. All of their ships are heading for the portal, but where will they go? The Isabella brings up the rear end of this formation, with canoes scattered about running gold. The cannons of the church on the cliff by the sea find their mark, crippling a pirate gunship that got too close. The El Dorado upgrades the lumber island in the north with a town. The Spanish go on a mega launch, La Cruz de Cristo from Pirates of Dark Tides, with Adrian de la Cruz, also from Dark Tides, Almirante Davante del Nero, the World Hater, a captain and a helmsman. La Resistencia, also from Pirates of Dark Tides, with a captain, helmsman, and firepot specialist. The Pamplona, with a captain, helmsman, and musketeer. La Repulsa, with a captain and double shot. La Iberia, with a captain, helmsman, and fire shot. La Serpiente, from Barbary Coast, with a captain and helmsman. El Paso, with a captain, helmsman, and oarsman. El Corazon del Mar, with a captain, helmsman, and cannoneer. And finally El Cervantes, with a captain, helmsman, and gunner. The pirates spend a little and launch the Crusher with a captain, helmsman, cannoneer, and Jenny's Red Rampage. The English line comes together, with more ships arriving, such as the Legacy and Endeavour. The Cristo del Obispo is first through the portal. The time for planning is over, and now the action begins. The Obispo emerges from the northern portal, on the cursed side. Victor de Alva has restarted the crusade against the cursed. The Obispo only manages to take off the front mast of the Grim Reaper, but she is not alone. The Acorazado, from El Cazador, has come through next, with mercenary Pippin Bernadotte, from Pirates of Dark Tides, succeeding at his same action twice to allow the Zado to sail through and damage the Executioner, and then sink the Silver Coffin. The church on the cliff by the sea derelicts a pirate ship, and takes the bow mast off of another, with help from the Nubian prince. However, the pirates are surging, with the Grand Barnacle now crewed by Captain Blackheart, Gaspar Zuan, and Sackfood. Her and the Windjammer are laying siege to the Fortaleza Dorada, while other pirate ships sail west. The Obispo uses an extra action to move out of the way, as the Cristobal and Trinity come through next, with the Cristobal rendering the Reaper derelict, and the Trinity dismasting the Executioner. Between them is El Paso, and ahead of them, between the Obispo and the Acorazado, is the Nautilus. The Spanish eye the cursed trading port nearby, with unarmed runners the only thing standing in their way. The American home island. No gold and only some face-down equipment to show. The Pearl and Swamp Fox are hiding, hoping to wait out the storm as around them pirates gather. The El Dorado and Frontier at the pirate home island, which has become rather crowded, with ships coming in with spices from the east and ships departing heading for the whirlpools to the west. Speaking of whirlpools, Calypso succeeded at her ability again, with another whirlpool appearing near the pirate home island, and the other appearing off of Ramsgate. The Celtic Fury, Harbinger, Deliverance, Fool's Hope, Canopy Dragon, Black Mongoose, and Justice have all traversed the whirlpool, with the Harbinger sacking an explorer to move and shoot at the English colony, but missing. The pirates have a sizable fleet of home island raiders, and the English have the most gold. The pirates are invading. The fallen angel tries to ram a mast off the Acorazado, but fails. All cursed gold runners are immediately grounded at their home island, while the cursed gunships scurry frantically to reorganize themselves. The only thing currently standing in the way of the Spanish is the captured Ocean's Edge El Acorazado. The cursed get a jump on the Spanish by sending the Zyvon and Plague through a whirlpool to emerge in Spanish waters south of Canoki Island. The Acorazado lurches forward and rams the Cristo del Obispo, but fails the ram and misses with her cannons. The captured Santo Colombo sails broadside to the Acorazado and hits with her fire shot and firepot specialist. the Death's Anchor flotilla was somehow able to draw a bead on the Trinity and eliminates a mast. The Titan derelicts a pirate ship that got too close. The Colossus hits with a broadsides attack against the pirate invaders. The Endeavour got her front 2 cannons in range and hit with both, taking the Scopio down to 2 masts. Dr. Faust, from Pirates of Dark Tides, makes the Kanohi Dragon turn about and sail into the Celtic Fury. Despite having sack, the Grand Barnacle is not faring well against Fortaleza Dorada, which eliminates another of her masts. The Lacan II ambushes the Nubian Prince, and with her built-in gold capture, captures Arouge Barbarossa. The Spanish devastate the curse that invaded their waters, with the plague down to 1 mast and a fire mast, and with the Zyvon boxed in. Shalbala flew across the map, and was hovering around the Spanish lumber island. However, La Ebro and the Armada come about and manage to take a segment off of the Dragon. Next up in the portal line are the Fuerza de Dios, Rampage, and Ella Gornata, with the Profeta de la Fortuna, with a Tana military port upgrade, bringing up the rear. The Spanish have committed everything to this last crusade. There will be no after if they lose. However, things are so far going according to Victor de Alva's plan. The Obispo was only able to eliminate 1 mast from the captured Acorazado. The Curse launched the Guinea and the Abomination from their trading port on their last turn. It would be the last launch from that port, as the Trinity sacked to eliminate the port. The Estrella de la Mañana came through the portal and sailed on the far side of the Colombo, taking her down to 1 mast, but missing with her fire shot, which backfired. The big guns of the Spanish arrive, La Muerte and the Acorazado Nuevo. The Cristobal fights both broadsides against the Last Hope and Abomination. Poor positioning allowed the Acorazado to derelict El Paso. The Scythe is given an extra action to get in range faster, and she succeeds at her Ram and Scorpion, taking 2 masts off of the Obispo. The cursed gunships arrive. The Divine Dragon and Grinder team up to take on the Cristal del Obispo, taking her down to 2 masts. Terox has surrounded the Nautilus, and the captured Muerta Rapida has sailed astern of the Obispo, and is in perfect position to menace other Spanish intruders. The Cruz de Cristo is crippled by the Zyvon, and Kalim has lost his head coming through the whirlpool. Shalbala fails her swoop attack against the El Dorado. A wide shot of the new crusade against the Cursed. The Spanish initially did well, but the Cursed seemed to have a numbers advantage, with multiple 10 masts on their way to the battle, and the Spanish frontline gunships taking heavy damage. The Spanish have fully committed to this crusade, with most of their remaining ships on their way to do battle with the fiends and infidels of the sea. And that wraps up this report. There's plenty more cursed Spanish action ahead, as well as pirate English action. So if you want to see all of that, make sure you're subscribed. If you like what you saw, hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.